Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss an important topic in phonology, phonotactics and suprasegmental features. My name is Anna and I will be presenting alongside Una and Vira. Let's begin. Here is our agenda for today is listen. First one is phonotactics. The second one is suprasegmental features, stress, and the last one is suprasegmental features, intonation. Phonotactics are the constraints on position and sequence of sounds in a language. Phonotactics are always language specific. That is, combination of certain sounds may be permitted in another language which are not permitted in English. Now let's look at how phonetic constraints apply to different positions in a word. First one is word initial constraints. The sound N never appears at the beginning of a word. The second one is specific constraints. Contains sounds like hey, H, G, and W always occur at the beginning of a syllable before a stressed vowel. Hit, yes, wet. And the last one is word medical and final constraints. This rarely occurs at the beginning, gender me, commonly appears medially, pleasure, and is infrequent where finally rules. English allows specific consonant combination at the beginning of words such as voiceless stop plus approximant like play, price, bleed, break, as plus voiceless stop, span, sting, and scare, as plus nasal, snore, and smart, as plus voiceless stop, approximant, split, string, and scrape. On the other hand, some consonant combination are not allowed at the beginning of English word. This include stop plus stop, pit, expect in borrowed word like ptermigan, stop plus nasal pn, nasal plus stop np, and the last one is ericative plus stop vt, expect except in borrowed words like stick. Next will be presenting my friend is Una. Thank you.
Alright, next is suprasegmental features. Suprasegmental features are those articulatory features which are superimposed over more than one segment. For example is vowel and consonants. They include stress and intonation. So what is stress actually? Basically every word spoken in isolation has at least one stress syllable. Stress involves increased respiratory effort, resulting in a syllable perceived as a longer, louder, and higher in pitch, and it is distinct from accent, which can also refer to dialectal features. So, there are three degrees of stress. The first one is primary stress, the strongest stress marked with an acute accent. And then secondary stress, a weaker stress marked with grave accent. Unstressed, marked with a brief or left unmarked. So there are 8 generalizations about stress at the word level that include first. So the first one is stress can distinguish different parts of speech as in the corresponding sets of nouns with initial sets and verbs with final stress. Check the examples below. So we can compare between noun and verb. First, I would like to do the noun. It is like produce, produce. So the stress is in the O, and the verb is produce, produce. The stress is in the U. Next is address, address. And then the verb is address, address. And last is import, import. And the verb is import, import. Alright, second, stress can distinguish a word from a phrase. So let us see in the word walk out. In the word, it will be pronounced as walk out, walk out, walk out. And then the A phrase one, which is walk alone and out alone, will be like out, walk out. So because there is a stress in the A and the O. Next, stress patterns and derivationally related words distinguish part of speech. Next, there may be differences in the placement of stress in individual words. For example, the following words typically receive different stress placement in British and the United States. Fifth, in general, stress vowels within a word are generally full, while unstressed vowels may or may not be reduced to a or another unstressed vowels. Sixth, the vowel in the second half of compound noun is reduced. For example, the word man it will be reduced in the compound noun. For example, like foreman, policeman, draftsman. And the word land will be reduced in the compound noun. For example, like Finland, England, Highland. Seventh, reduction of other forms might likewise be predictable, as in the cases of a, the, to, which are reduced when they occur before a word beginning with a consonant. For example, the a is, if it's meet with cup, it will be like a cup. Versus when it meeting apple, it will be an apple. An apple versus a cup. A cup. An apple. Next, the man, and then the apple. The apple. Next is to jail. To jail. Versus to university. To university. Eighth, sometimes we have full and reduced versions, strong and weak forms, of the same words. When spoken in isolation or used contrastively, function words are pronounced with full vowels, but when they occur as a sentence, they are generally unstressed.
Okay, next we're gonna talk about the suprasegmental features, intonation. What is intonation? Intonation refers to patterns of pitch variation in a sentence. So intonation is the melody of speech, or it's how our voice moves up and down, and it plays a crucial role in showing meanings, expressing emotion, and distincts between statements and questions, and how intonation representing in writing. So usually intonation represented in punctuation marks indicated intonation, and each punctuation marks refers to different meaning of intonation. And next is levels of speech. So, in speech, we use different pitch levels. Extra high pitch is used for strong emotion like excitement or anger, and then the high pitch is common in regular conversation and when asking questions. And next is the middle levels. It's usually used for natural or casual talk. And the last one is low pitch, often signals symphony or end of a statement. And then next is two main intonation patterns. So in English has two common intonation patterns. The first one is falling intonation. It's used in statements and comments like I'm ready. Rising intonation is used in yes or no questions such as are you ready? The way we change our pitch have helps the listeners understand the purpose of our sentences. And next is intonation in sentences. So, intonation, each types of sentence has a typical intonation pattern. Statements and comments usually use falling intonation. Yes or no question usually use rising intonation. The edge questions like who, what, where usually use falling intonation too, and echo questions use rising or falling rising intonation. When repeating something before confirmation may have a rising or falling rising tone. Next
is more complex intonation patterns. Some sentences have mixed intonation, type questions like "You like coffee, don't you?" often use a falling rising tone. Alternative questions use rising then falling. And then list when we list an item, we usually use rising tones, and for items we use falling at the end. And last, we're gonna talk about the spatial uses of intonation. Intonation can also have no spatial meanings. A falling rising tone is used for doubt or surprise, like really. A rising falling tone can add emphasize or certainly, like absolutely. When adding information and extra information, a short rising or falling tone makes it sound like a segment. I think that's all for our presentation, and this is our references. We use the written book. So thank you for watching our presentation in our video. Thank you.